This is hard, man. This is hard for me, this prediction, this Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz Jr. prediction. Like, I don't know how guys could just come on here and be so confident that a dude who got knocked out by a dude is going to win the fight. Like, I see all these Joshua fan channels making these videos so confident that Joshua is going to win his belts back. But, like, I don't know how they get that confidence. Is it because they saw Lennox Lewis avenge his defeat against Hasim Rahman? Is that why? Is that why they look at this fight like, okay, Andy Ruiz Jr. is going to lose because look at what Lennox Lewis did to fucking Hasim Rahman? But that's not the way boxing works. Like, when it came to this situation, like, I didn't look at this fight as a competitive fight for me. It was really more of a one-sided fight because even before the knockdown, it was very even, right? It wasn't like Joshua. Like, I would understand. Like, I would be more talking like that if, like, Joshua was winning the first 3 rounds, and like say he was just dominating him, and then that exchange happened, and I could look at that like, okay, that equilibrium shot fucked him up. But even before that, like, it was an even fight, you know. And like I said, I know originally I keep changing my mind with this Joshua versus Ruiz fight because it's difficult for me to, like, look at this fight as, like, it's difficult. You know, sometimes I see Joshua and I see his demeanor and I feel like he might be broken. He might be a little broken. Maybe he feels he can't beat Andy Ruiz Jr., you know? And then sometimes I look at Andy Ruiz Jr. and I feel like, man, this he's gained a little weight. He's partying a little too much. You know, maybe he's going to go into this fight being fat, being lazy, and, you know, being content, complacent, and then he's going to get his ass knocked out because Joshua's going to come in here motivated. But then I have thoughts like, you know what, maybe that's not going to happen. Maybe Andy Ruiz is going to take it serious. Maybe he's going to train his ass off for this rematch. Maybe when he fights Anthony Joshua, he's going to come into that ring and fucking try and knock this guy's ass lights out. And maybe Anthony Joshua finds himself in getting hit with that same punch that he got hit in the first fight. Maybe he finds himself in the floor. Maybe he finds himself seeing 20 Andy Ruiz Jr.'s after he gets hit with an equilibrium shot again. You know, it's difficult for me to predict this fight because the history shows that fighters who get destroyed by opponents, the way Andy Ruiz destroyed Anthony Joshua, they normally tend to get knocked the fuck out in rematches. These are facts. These are facts. Again, this is not like an all-over McCall. Stop comparing Anthony Joshua to Lennox Lewis. Stop comparing Andy Ruiz Jr. to Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas was a journeyman. He was a journeyman. The reason that was such an upset was because this guy had several losses. Right? He was a straight-up journeyman. All right? That's why that was such a massive upset. Because he lost so many fucking times. And he had been knocked out in the past. And Mike Tyson going into that fight was undisputed, unbeaten, known to knock out everybody he faced. So everybody just assumed, oh, okay, Mike Tyson's going to destroy Buster Douglas. So that's why that was such a big, massive upset. Because it was like, oh, fuck, a journeyman beat Mike Tyson and knocked him out. But that's not the case with Andy Ruiz. People keep comparing Andy Ruiz to Buster. Andy Ruiz is nothing like Buster Douglas. Andy Ruiz is not a journeyman. He didn't go into this fight with 5 losses and he had been knocked out 4 times. Well, you could look at that and be like, oh, shit. Nah, he a one-hit wonder, bro. He a one-hit wonder because he got knocked out 5 times. And, you know, he lost 5 times. He got knocked out 3 times out of 5 times. This guy had just 1 loss, and it was a loss where many people felt he won. Many people felt he beat Parker. So you can't really compare him to Buster Douglas, you know? I think it's foolish to... I see channels saying that, oh, he's Buster Douglas 2.0. No, he's not. He's not a journeyman. Buster Douglas was a journeyman. Andy Ruiz Jr. is not. Okay? And you can't compare Anthony Joshua to Lennox Lewis. Oh, Lennox Lewis was able to come back against McCall. Lennox Lewis was taking it easy against Hasim Rahman. He was taking it easy against him. And you could tell he was. That wasn't the case here. Anthony Joshua was really trying to knock out Andy Ruiz Jr. He wasn't going in there taking it easy against him. When he caught him with that left hook that put Andy Ruiz on his ass, was that taking it easy on Andy Ruiz Jr.? No, he was trying to knock his lights out. He was trying to knock this guy out cold. All right, so it's difficult for me to sit here and predict, oh, yeah, Joshua's just going to... I can't say that. I can't come out here and say, yeah, Joshua's just going to blow out Andy Ruiz Jr. Easy work for Joshua. Easy money. I can't say that. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I'm out. Peace.